5 things I do to thrive as an HSP is what I want to talk about today, because it's very important that as HSPs we take care of ourselves, and we have to take care of ourselves in a different way than most people do. And as soon as we embrace this, as soon as we start taking action and incorporating these things into our lives of caring for our HSP needs, the quicker you can feel just more balanced and grounded and whole and not so fragmented in your life. So please know, as an HSP, it is absolutely important that you incorporate different things in your life. You're not able to just live how everyone else lives. It's not doable. It's not good for us. It's not good for our nervous system. If you continue to live like a typical person, you will end up with an autoimmune disease. You will get sick. You must nurture your HSP needs. So, getting into it, I have a list here. These are things that we need to address in our lives and start incorporating. It is absolutely important that we get adequate sleep, 8 to 10 hours in bed. And I took this advice from Elaine Aron herself. If you don't know who Elaine Aron is, you need to find out, because if it weren't for Elaine Aron, we would not know what an HSP is. And so the 8 to 10 hours in bed, this means that even if you're not asleep, just physically resting and laying in bed for an HSP, at least being in the physical bed, benefits us because we need that rest. The second thing I do as an HSP that is different from how I used to function before is when I set off to run errands, if I'm out running errands and say I witness child abuse or I witness something that's very upsetting, or if it's just so overwhelming. I went to a store and their music was so loud that when I left, I feel overwhelmed now, and I still have 3 other stores I need to get things at, but I'm overwhelmed. This is a moment that's different for me. I now allow myself to not complete my errands, to just go home, to nurture my HSP self and return to the errands the next day or whenever it's most convenient. I don't beat myself up about it. I don't make anything wrong about me about it. I just take care of myself, because the reality is that if you witness something traumatizing like child abuse when you're out running errands, that is, just to be upset. There's nothing wrong with you for being upset about that. There's nothing wrong with you for being overstimulated and overwhelmed from all the bright lights and screaming children in the stores, or mothers and fathers screaming at their children, or whatever in the world's going on around you. There's nothing wrong with you, and you just need to feel that feeling and know that, oh, I'm getting overstimulated. I'm going home now. I won't complete my errands. That can be for another day. And it's really about respecting your sensitivity and allowing for your sensitivity to exist, and quit trying to shove it away or shove it down, but instead not only allowing it to exist, but nurturing it and loving it. The third thing I do is after errands, when I come home, I rest for 10 minutes. I set a timer to make sure that I lay down for 10 minutes just in complete silence. Just lay there, let everything settle. I just drove around, I just went to stores, I socialized with people. The cashier alone is a social interaction, just all the different interactions and communications with humans that happens when you're out running errands that can be very overstimulating and overwhelming. And even if there was not very much communication, just the lights, the sounds, everything that is overstimulating for an HSP. Even the drive alone can be quite overstimulating. And so just coming home, it is absolutely life-changing. 10 minutes. Just lay in silence for 10 minutes. I don't even unpack my car. I come home, set my timer for 10 minutes, lay there in silence, and I get up and you feel more reset and you're able to continue on with whatever it was that you were doing. But it's really nurturing that sensitive part of yourself and allowing it to exist and not making anything wrong with it. Just taking care of yourself in that way. This is so huge. I highly recommend this rest and trying it. Even if it's just after work or after anything, just that 10 minutes is so life-changing. It's amazing what 10 minutes of silence can do for an HSP. The fourth thing is that I do not go on my phone when I first wake up. This is very overstimulating for all humans, but especially for an HSP. The phone, the lights, the constant information, the being bombarded with too much. It's just too much stimulation for our eyes, and it's too much stimulation for our brains. It's just too much, and our HSP it's not good for us. So if you wake up and you're doing that, that actually can cause depression. That can cause you to feel depressed because it's too much. It's not good for your nervous system. It's not good for the HSP needs. And HSP needs silence, a lot of silence, and silence in the morning. Silence and calming music, and not this constant technology in our face. So it's really not good. And just being exposed to the things that are on social media and things like that, it's very important for all people. So especially the HSP, this is very detrimental too. So it's really important that you try and make an effort to break that habit if that's something that you do, because it completely makes the whole day run differently than had you started in silence and started in a more calming, meditative way, making yourself some hot coffee or tea, and then sitting in meditation and silence for a bit, and then starting on whatever your morning routines are. But it is absolutely crucial you don't go on your phone first thing in the morning. Now, the fifth thing I do is I observe silence from 7 p.m. till 10 a.m. Now, so what this means is my phone literally goes on Do Not Disturb every day from 7 p.m. to 10 a.m. Of course, depending on what is happening in my life, or if I have to get to a job or whatever I'm doing, 10 a.m., I don't always have it on silent till 10 a.m., but pretty much for the most part I do. But of course, if I have to be at a job at 7 a.m. or 7:30 or whatever, then I do have to sometimes check my phone in that way. But as far as responding to text, talking on the phone, things like that, if it's not an urgent thing, I try to really just stay completely off my phone, completely in silence, and from 7 p.m. till 10 a.m. And it's changed my life, and it's helped me in so many ways. It's just a really juicy way to live. I know it sounds so foreign and so strange, but it's really important. And even if you don't go into complete silence, like at 7 p.m., if I don't go into complete silence, I do like to put on maybe some meditative music, Tibetan singing bowls, something really calming that's just helping the mind slow down, wind down, feel calm as it goes into the evening. And that just sets me up better for going to sleep in an ease and flow and getting the rest that I need. And so I hope this video helped you. These are just 5 things that I do. I do a lot more than this, but I don't want to overwhelm by doing too many things in one video. So for 5 things, these are it. And I really hope that you'll try some of these. I really hope that you know who Elaine Aron is. and that you seek out her guidance, because she has just offered so much support, so many books on being an HSP. And I just really highly recommend that if you're an HSP and you haven't seen the movie. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend, if you have not seen it, to watch the movie Sensitive, The Untold Story. It is created by Elaine Aron and really helps you witness and watch and feel seen. That's what it did for me, is I felt seen for the first time in my life. I felt understood, and I watched it 3 times and cried the entire time. 3 times watching it, because it was the first time the way that I live and the way that I feel and experience life was named. It's the first time that I really got it. And that's why I highly recommend the movie, because it is such a big turning point. Because I did have a therapist before say, oh, you're an HSP, just kind of nonchalant. And I did look into it a little bit, but I didn't fully grasp it until I saw this movie. And then I really understood that, yes, I am an HSP. And then it helped the trajectory of me healing the parts of me that I've been neglecting, that is this HSP part of me that's just such a big part of who I am. And so I highly recommend it. I highly recommend embracing your sensitivity and stop seeing it as a negative, because it's the most beautiful thing about you. You're really blessed to be sensitive, and one day you will see it as a positive if you're willing to do the work to try to heal and try to take care of yourself and take care of your needs. You're not like somebody else. We're not like anybody else. We are our own person, and we have our own needs, and no one else needs to understand it. I hope that this helped you.